Hi, it's the Awesome Vegan Gal here, and today I'm going to be starting a series of videos that I'm going to post intermittently to actually review each of the products that I received from the brand called OraWellness, and I will have a link below to their website. It is so full of wonderful information for oral hygiene, and you'll really enjoy it, and you could peruse through that for days, months, and I don't know. It's just there's so much great information in there, and I thank Will and Susan for all their great work that they're doing. Just phenomenal that you're doing so much good for the public. There's a lot of free information articles, and then the products that they sell. So what I'm going to be doing, just to give you a little explanation. The first video I did an introduction. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some brief videos just to share with you how I felt about the products when I tried them, but I'm not going to do like what I'm going to do at the end is a synopsis where I'm actually going to take you through how I use the products, meaning like how I brush, take with the like healthy mouth blend and the shine, and then the floss, and then the tongue scraper. But what I want to do is I want to just share with you and do a comparison with the products I was using beforehand to kind of give you an idea. And then the end, I'll do, like I said, the last video, I'll do a wrap-up after I do each individual product, and then share with you some other really good information about some other things that are complementary to this that I've been doing or using. So I started using this back the beginning of April, so it's been a little bit over a month now. And I was given, first I'm going to talk about the toothbrushes. So I was given two different sizes of the toothbrushes. There's the Brush Eco and the Brush Eco Junior. And the reason I wanted to have both, so this is the boxes for them, and one is definitely smaller than the other. You could see actually in the pictures. And you can actually see the difference, was I wasn't aware that the smaller one, the Eco, the bristles are actually a lot closer together, whereas the Brush Eco they're actually spaced out a lot better apart to better stimulate the gum tissue, whereas the one that, because it's shorter, it actually can reach in areas where you might not be able to reach because I have a smaller mouth, so like getting in the back of the molars and everything and getting around them. So I didn't realize that at first because I actually didn't look at the picture carefully enough, but it's meant to help stimulate the gum tissue, massage the gums, etc., and the shorter handle helps you to encourage you for softer brushing. So these were the two I was given. I was also given the plastic one, but I wanted to use these two so I can alternate. So what I actually did was I alternated 1 week and the next. I first used, well, I'll tell you that after. I'll tell you that in the follow-up video how I actually used it in this last month. So let's just hold off on that one for now. I wanted to just share the other toothbrush that I was using before this. Not that it's not a good quality toothbrush, and I want to share some maybe feedback for Will and Susan about making some improvements on it. So the toothbrush I was using before was Dr. Plotka's what they call mouth watchers, or they call Dr. Plotka's now. It was called mouth watchers before. I think they changed it, or it's called Dr. Plotka's mouthwashers. So what I liked about this one, even though the bristles are a lot closer together, if you could see that in the video, what I liked about this was that it has, the bristles were natural antimicrobial, so they eliminate 99.9% of bacteria within 6 hours because they have a unique addition to them where they added, trying to find where this is here. It's like there's something added to it. I'm trying to remember what it was. It doesn't say it on here. I forgot because I actually did a video of the product. So it has like, forget if it's silver. It's something added to it. So, and the other thing about was they were flossing bristles. So some parts of them were a little longer than others, and they're polyester flossing bristles. So that was an interesting concept that maybe they could add to that, is having flossing bristles, and also the fact that it was antimicrobial. What it is that it's not reintroducing bacteria back into your mouth. It's not that your mouth doesn't have it, but it's that the brush actually naturally does it because of what's on it. So that might be something they might want to look into And I'll look up exactly what it is. I just don't remember. Sorry, I slipped on remembering. Oh, here it is. I found it on the bottom here. It's antimicrobial silver technology that reduces the bacteria buildup on bristles to keep them clean. It doesn't eliminate bacteria in the mouth. So it's antimicrobial silver technology. So that might, if that's something that they feel is natural enough, maybe they want to add that to it. And also, you know, making the bristles, maybe if they have this, what they call, you know, flossing bristles, which might be an interesting idea as well, because it shows you how it gets down into in between the teeth a little better. Although this concept too, that I liked about the brushes, especially the regular Eco, was that there is space between it because, as Will mentioned in a video that I watched, that it actually can get better in between the teeth because there's more space to it. Whereas this smaller one, the Junior, I also used, but it's not as spaced out, so it still can get more around the other teeth, which is good too. So, you know, and I like that these are, you know, very eco-friendly. The actual brushes, that's what they call Brush Eco. It says the toothbrush packaging are 99.93% biodegradable, and they even came in a little plastic cellulose package. If I didn't show that to you, I didn't realize they were actually cellulose, so it's a compostable, and I didn't know that because I didn't read that before. It's compostable plastic solution. So that's this little bag here. So it does actually compost, and I'm not sure if you can do it in your garden composting or if it has to go to a facility. I can actually find that out. So that's definitely a better option. So these are the two, like you could see the difference in the size. And of course, they would be good for kids. What I also liked that was cute about this, and I want to show, I love how they had this, I guess it was engraved into the toothbrushes. It says OraWellness, and they have a beautiful little flower. That's, I think, their logo. But the other cute thing that I loved on the back was their little dolphins. I don't know if you could see that. Maybe if I get close enough, you can see those cute little dolphins. It's on the back of the toothbrush. So that's just an added cute little thing I thought was really kind of a nice thing. So yeah, you could see how the Junior is much smaller than the regular Eco brush, and again, they're for two different purposes, you know, and you can alternate using them. You could use one day, one the next day, or day night, you know, alternate. Because what Will also mentioned, which was very important, is to let your toothbrush dry, because this doesn't have that silver technology like that other toothbrush does. So you want to let it dry between. So it's good to either have a second brush of this one or the alternating, you know, this in morning, this in night. And the other thing that he was very important said that I never realized is not to keep your oral hygiene. I don't keep any of my products now in the bathroom. I actually use a mug to keep them in, and I actually just keep them out of the bathroom completely. I don't even bring them into the bathroom, only when I use them. Because even he said, well, like with the toilet seats down and covered and closed, bacteria can still splash around. So I've chosen to just not have them in the bathroom at all. So that's another thing to consider. And there was some article, I think, about it, or that he sent about it. So I thought that was very important. And of course, you can actually clean them. He had some other information on there how to actually clean them. But if you keep them out of the bathroom and then let them dry completely, you know, he says, he calls them, I think, thug bugs. He has a name for them that they don't adhere, you know, let it dries out so you're not getting, or put them in the sun. They mentioned too as an option, you know, let them be in the sunny window or maybe outside in the sun or something to dry out. But if you alternate, then that's another option. So, you know, just some good information to share. And like I said, each week I'll just be doing a little video about both the new products that I'm using now and the products I've used beforehand to show you kind of the difference. But yeah, I do like them. I like that they are light, you know, as opposed to plastic, which is heavier. So, you know, you're more gentle in your brushing. For some people who are heavy, like brushers, where they might, you know, harm their gums more. So you want to just use it in a light fashion, so you're holding it in a lighter way. And again, like, I like the space between the bristles, and also, even though this doesn't have the space, it's good for doing other things, for getting around those teeth that might be harder with the larger one. So definitely, I hope you check out this brand, OraWellness, and look forward to sharing with you some more videos in this series, and to share my feedback, how I felt about them, how I'm using them, and I will share more of that in the future. And I thank you for watching. It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal.